How are you all? Do you truly believe that a stable job and a harmonious family are truly happiness? If somewhere in your heart you feel that there's something wrong with such common sense, then you are normal. Because you see, only dull people can be happy. Everyone is too caught up in trivial common sense. That's why they can never truly be themselves. From now on, I'm going to talk about how you can be freed from the curse of happiness that you were unconsciously trapped by. The true way to feel alive from the bottom of your heart, without being swayed by others or common sense. First, let me tell you the conclusion. To start something new, you don't need any preparation, talent, or resolve to continue. The crucial thing, you see, is to simply jump in the moment your heart moves. This is what I call unconditional action. Many people just list reasons why they can't act, don't they? When I save enough money, when I acquire enough knowledge, or when I have time. Don't make me laugh. Such conditional thinking is nothing more than a spell that binds your actions. 3 days is enough. What's important isn't to continue. It's to burst forth with your entire being at the moment your heart ignites. In the first place, passion is an energy that is born after action. That looks interesting. You dive into that small spark in your heart with your whole being, body, and soul. That unconditional action will eventually turn into a great flame of passion. You might think, isn't it meaningless to just dabble? A completely reasonable opinion. However, that very thought, you see, is the root cause of making life boring. What has value isn't success or results. It's the very moment you stake your fate and clash with it, the moment your heart moves. In that instant of burning, there is the entrance to the exhilaration of life. If you know that way of thinking, you see, you'll be able to discard excuses like, "I'll fail anyway," and surprisingly easily take action thinking, "Even if I'm not good at it, I'll try it now." However, once you start taking action, a huge wall appears. The curse of comparing yourself to others, which everyone suffers from. Shall we talk about the strongest mindset for escaping that curse? The reason you get depressed when you compare yourself to others, you see, is because you try to have something called confidence. Confidence is merely an illusion born from comparison with others. What we truly need to possess is the resolve to discard evaluations from others and live by our own values. That is, absolute certainty. Confidence doesn't matter. If you're bad at something, isn't it good to be bad at it? Think about it. In this world, an infinite number of people superior to you will appear. In such a relative world, trying to maintain confidence itself is already impossible, isn't it? As long as you remain trapped there, you will only continue to be lost. So what should you do? Completely step down from the arena of comparison. Whether you're not smart or not good-looking, that's who I am. Recognize your true self as an absolute existence without good or bad. It is the pride of valuing your tiny self too much that is making you unfree. The moment you push that away, you gain true freedom. But you might feel anxious thinking, won't I be accepted? I understand that feeling. However, that very anxiety, you see, is proof that you are valuing yourself too much. On the contrary, by bravely accepting it's okay if I'm not liked and throwing yourself out there, paradoxically, your naked charm will begin to shine. If you can embrace this absolute certainty, you will stop being bothered by others' success and regain your peace of mind. And you'll be able to concentrate your energy on what you truly want to do. If you forge your own path with your own absolute certainty, something awaits you next. That is loneliness. But loneliness is not something to be feared. Rather, it should be welcomed. Do you know what the reason for that is? Loneliness, you see, is a process that you should choose for yourself to deeply confront yourself, destroy your old self, and create a new self. To be frank, many people are afraid of being disliked and conform to common sense. But you see, the resolve not to fear isolation is what truly makes a charismatic person. Unique charm can't possibly be born from someone who always conforms to those around them, can it? Overly fearing loneliness is because you are still valuing yourself too much. You should challenge yourself with such intensity that it shatters any spoiled desire to be understood. If you truly stick to your own path, loneliness is inevitable. However, it is in that darkness of loneliness that you can be reborn into a completely new self. The loneliness I'm talking about here, you see, is a strategic loneliness, so to speak, to listen to your inner voice instead of stopping your thoughts at the group's opinion. It is after you have fought through that battle that you will find true companions connected by soul. If you understand this idea, you should no longer be afraid of standing out in an organization. Everything I've talked about so far, you see, leads to one ultimate goal. That is the conclusion that what we should be pursuing is not something like happiness. Finally, let's talk about the peak of life that we should truly aim for. The goal that life should truly aim for is not tranquil happiness. It is moments when your soul burns brightly, born from confronting difficulties and dangers, that is exhilaration. I continued to say throughout my life that I hated the word happiness. For me, happiness was merely a comfortable excuse to avoid challenges and settle into the status quo. What do I seek instead of happiness? That is exhilaration. It is a powerful, vital energy that surges from within, bursting forth when you challenge your own limits, throw yourself into desperate situations, and confront death and danger head on. The Tower of the Sun, for example. Against the rational theme of human progress and harmony, I thrust forth an explosion of irrational, chaotic life energy with that tower. Jump in without any preparation. Don't be afraid of loneliness, I said. You might think you don't want to live such a dangerous life. But you see, what I want to ask is whether at the moment of your death, at the end of that peaceful life, you can truly shout from your heart, "I lived." You won't find the true feeling of living that makes your soul tremble until you step one foot outside your comfort zone. That's what I want to say. When you understand this message in your heart, you will be completely freed from society's pressure to be happy. And you see, you will gain an absolute sense of affirmation to choose the path that truly ignites your heart, even if it's a difficult one. My words might be a poison that pierces a heart that wants to soak in lukewarm water. But you see, that poison doesn't weaken us. It's the strongest medicine to destroy your old self and regenerate a new self. After closing this discussion, please do not let the small spark you hold in your heart extinguish. It's okay to be unskilled. It's okay to be laughed at. It's okay if no one understands you. Take that step towards what you find interesting right now. That one step will be the initial burst that brings exhilaration to your life. Do what you want to do. Isn't that enough?